And then I was happily going to university and changed my whole life. And this is my hometown. It's Datong. It's about 3 hours drive from Beijing, and Beijing is here, is the capital. And I go into Xi'an. Xi'an is where later on I live for another 13 years. It's a very nice place. And Shanghai is here. So Hong Kong and Xiamen is somewhere here. So this looks quite short, because China is quite big. And if you take train, it takes 15 hours. It's overnight train. It's not from Nanjing to Danbos. So it takes 15 hours, and it's about 1,000 kilometers. I did a test on Google Map. If you drive from Arnhem, you will go all the way to the Mediterranean, and you will going through Holland, and you will go through Belgium, and then go into France, go to all the way to the south of France, the city Marseille. That's almost the distance. So you imagine yourself, your hometown is in Arnhem, and then you're going to Marseille to attend a university. That's my life there. And when I go into Xi'an, and then it's really a totally another page of my life. I'm from a relatively small place and going to a sort of international city, and Terracotta Warrior is there, and a very nice bell tower. This is my school when I was there, and now it looks like this over 10 years. So the university time begins, and we will just think, all of the pressure is gone. The first semester, I gained 10 kilo. 10 kilo. And it's not pound, it's kilo. And we also have a Chinese saying that 心宽体胖. It's like if you don't have a lot of pressure, you just get fat automatically because you don't need to worry a lot. I guess that's true. And the academic, that's the least important thing in the university. And it's about the class get half size, 30 students in one classroom. But basically, in the university, if you pay the tuition fee, you will graduate in China. It's totally opposite. It's like in China, it's very, very hard to get in. It's very easy to graduate. It's like here, it's very easy. Basically, if you want to go into a university, you can get one, right? And it's very difficult to get graduate. So maybe you will notice that the Chinese students, they don't, when they go into the university, they don't pay so much attention to the academic because they know they will graduate. And we will have so many choice for it. And this is only one cafeteria in the school. In the school, there are a lot of cafeterias. And everyone, they have those little windows, and you can choose noodles, rice, and all the nice things, you name it. And here is one of the window, and then you can have this tree. This tree is provided by the cafeteria. You will have the dishes, you tell them, and then have a little bit of rice, like here. And this little machine is for you use a card, so you don't need to pay cash every time. And you just sit down and three times a day or the warm meal, and that will be one of the fantastic experience in China. That's also the most part I miss when I'm in Holland. And the college life, when I was in school, we live like in this bonded bed. There are 4 this bonded beds, so I share one room with another 7 girls, so we don't really have privacy. But nowadays, they are quite improved, and most of them, they are just 4. And the first, the layer one will be a desk and have a cabinet, so you have your personal belongings there, and you can work on the desk, and you go in upstairs to like the upper layer to sleep. And also nowadays, because there are so many rich people in China, they even have the very luxury dormitory in the school, and I'm not sure they have that in Xiamen University or not, but they do have that. So it's improved. And we also have a military training. It's compulsory. It's lasts for my case, it's lasts for 25 or 23 days. But most of the school will do that around 30 days. Some little bit longer, some bit short. And what you learn in this training, and you learn how to sit, how to stand, how to walk, how to fold your bed sheet. But in fact, the rest of my life, I never fold my bed sheet. So it's not, at least for me, not very practical. And the purpose of this military training is that train your self-discipline ability. You need to self-discipline, and you need to, like we say that, eat the bitterness. You know that's hard, but go to do it. Things like that. It's very difficult to imagine, and we also have a short video. This is a documentary called BBC Chinese School. If you have time, I think it's a very good program for you to see how the education works in China. They're going to interview 3 different schools in one county, so it's give a very good understanding about Chinese education. She also mentioned a school, Xiuning, it's her previous high school. Some of the school also do like 3 or 4 days military training, some not. But in the university, most of them, they do the military training for 1 month.
Just like at school, she must take part in compulsory military training. Except at Xinhua, it lasts for 20 days.
清华的军训和修中的军训完全不同，我觉得军训很辛苦，但是还可以承受。军训很辛苦是因为我们必须要按教官的命令，不能够随便自己活动，而且中途只有2次休息时间。训练的项目很单一，但是却要重复做很多次。军训最可怕的，我觉得。还是站军姿，因为有可能会让我们站上1个小时，不许中途乱动，所以会觉得整个身体都僵硬了。
Today, Wu Yufei and her fellow students are learning a new maneuver.
最浅层次的接触吧，我们只需要知道一些动作。要领就可以了，不需要像现在这么辛苦的训练。
要这样吧，看不看到？
包括像站军姿、军体拳、匍匐射击等等，都是在修中军训中没有的，但是在清华的军训中却会有非常高的要求。
After crawling along the ground, Wu Yufei must get back on her feet without using her hands.
不要急啊，身体确实直起来啊，起立。哎，对，不错啊，挺起来。你看，直起来，确实直起来啊，直起来就好。哎，对，不错不错啊，起立，往下迈脚，哎，收，哎，不错。起立。
Yeah, but we think back, it's kind of fun. Yeah.
Have you done the training?
Yeah, we also do that. It's 33 days, I guess. And also at that time, we don't have personal computers. And even going to the later of the university, we only have those very big computer, have big butts, those ones. No one have a personal laptop. And we go into the internet cafe. It's maybe even 2 times of this room. They have all the computers in lines. You sit there and you just use a computer. They also have employees there because at that time, not many Chinese people have information about the internet or computer. You can ask the person specifically, will tell you what to do. And what we do with a computer, we began to use email, and we also at that time, we appeared the first social media called QQ. And in China nowadays, everyone knows QQ. It's so popular. It was in the year 2000 I first used QQ. So you go to an internet cafe, you're going to chat with somebody through QQ, and you begin to use email and begin to learn how to see a movie online, something like that. But at that time, the social environment is quite different because it's already after 20 years of opening up policy. Some people get quite rich, some still stays the same. Take 2 examples of my classmates. One is a boy came from a village and his family cannot afford the tuition fee, so he need to work himself to earn the tuition fee. But in the end, he didn't make that. So when we all graduated, he still didn't get the graduation certificate. So, and another is a girl from Xi'an. She's from the city itself, Xi'an, and she have a very comfortable life. Her mother have a personal owned company, and her father works in a government office, like an officer. And she have all of this like beautiful dress and nice, delicious food we have never seen. She bring back from home every weekend, share with us, and her one of her dress and maybe the whole month's living cost for us. And when we went to the last year, and she began to take a driving lesson, and that was not the things in our plan. We don't have the money to buy the car anyway, and we were worried about whether we can get a good job and whether we will get the certificate, things like that. But she doesn't need to worry about that. She will easily get a good job through the networking of her parents, and she even helped her boyfriend to get a very nice job. So the difference is already there. I mean, more or less, the people are already being grouped. I mean, they are more or less should be the same, but even in that group, they are quite different. I hope you have a nice trip in China and explore what you are expecting there. Thank you.